Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Sherwood, and this is Little Fixer. Little Fixer is an arcade-style 3D platformer that has the player running around a colossal mech terrorizing a city. As the mech's Little Fixer, the player must race around its massive body, repairing any of the damages caused by the attack while avoiding the raining missiles and enemy drones. But watch out, if the Little Fixer can't keep up with the damages, areas will be completely irreparable and the colossal mech will lose health. The interesting part about Little Fixer is that the player only moves in 2 dimensions despite it being a 3D game. Whenever the player reaches an edge of the mech, the camera and the Little Fixer flip around the edge at the same time, keeping the perspective the same. This means that the corners can't be fallen off of, while the gaps in the platforms can, and the player can move about the body with the freedom of a traditional 2D platformer. Because it's an arcade game, there is no win condition per se. Instead, the goal is to keep up with repairs and avoid damage for as long as possible to accrue the highest amount of points. You can see at the bottom an indicator that tells the player whether they can or cannot repair something, as well as which side of the body has been permanently damaged. Given that this was a game jam game, a few of the quality of life features were unable to be added. Many things from a map indicating where the damage is coming from to more frequent enemy drones simply didn't have time to be added. We had great programmers and artists on the team who put as much time as they could into the project, but there isn't always time to fit everything in you'd like. But that isn't to say we didn't get what we wanted. For this game jam, I was once again the lead design. However, it was also decided that with such a large team, we also just needed a lead in general. Everything from keeping the vision between the artists to ensuring we work on only the most essential components first was my main job during the jam, which I believe helped us get as much done as possible in the shortest amount of time. Certain members would become overwhelmed with tasks and needed those broken up, while others were itching to have work but weren't sure what to work on. Having a lead really helped keep everything organized and on track. While there wasn't much of it, I did spend any downtime programming in some of the smaller features like the rockets and the double jump to help out the programmers. By now, you may have noticed the killer soundtrack in the background. That's because we were lucky enough to partner with Enigma Dragons' founder, who was in charge of the music and the audio. They both turned out beautifully, and it was a great opportunity to work on my leadership skills with people who are more experienced in the industry. Overall, I'm quite pleased with how this turned out. I was nervous being anybody's boss in the beginning, but the more that people trusted my input, the more I was willing to make some of the harder decisions. But what we managed to get done in such a little amount of time is nothing short of inspiring. I loved leading this team and I loved seeing my designs come to life. So, if you'd like to give the game a shot, I'll put a link in the description below, and I'd love to hear what you think. Until then, this was Little Fixer. Thanks for watching.